Hello, I'm Laura Smith, City Administrator with the City of Mission. Thanks for checking in to learn more about our upcoming special mail ballot election. This September, Mission voters will be asked to consider renewing an existing sales tax that is dedicated exclusively to the repair and maintenance of our city's streets. Here are a few important things we'd like for you to know before your mail ballot arrives. This sales tax would continue the current quarter-cent sales tax that voters approved in 2012. Like all special sales taxes, it can only be approved for 10 years at a time before being renewed. Mission street sales tax will sunset in March of 2022, and the Mission City Council is asking voters to decide if they would like not only to renew the existing tax, but increase it from 1/4 cent to 3/8 cent to pave the way for more progress on Mission streets. Information from a recent citizen satisfaction survey tells us that 89% of Mission residents would support increased city investment in the maintenance of neighborhood streets, and 79% would support increased investment in our major thoroughfares. It's clear residents understand the need to invest in this essential infrastructure and want city leaders to make street maintenance a top priority. Plain and simple, street maintenance is expensive. For example, a simple seal treatment might cost approximately $6 per square yard, while a mill and overlay treatment a little later in a street's life would cost approximately $15 a square yard. By the time a street has deteriorated to the point where it needs to be completely rebuilt, it could cost upwards of $80 a square yard, or roughly $165,000 for just one city block. Unfortunately, our streets in Mission, like many other cities, were not originally built with consistent design standards, and the asphalt on the majority of Mission's residential streets is too thin to allow for maintenance treatments like mill and overlay. This means that most of our streets must be rebuilt entirely. The total estimated cost of repairing Mission streets is $41 million. That's a big number, more than we could ever afford in 1 year, or even 2 or 3, so we need a plan. How does the sales tax fit in that plan? Well, the best way to tackle something so big is to share costs among everyone who use the streets as they come and go to shop, eat, and do business in Mission. If the sales tax is renewed at 3/8 cent, it is expected to generate almost $300,000 more each year that can be put towards street maintenance. When combined with property taxes and the city's share of the state gasoline tax, this will provide $2.3 million a year for street repairs. So, what does a 3/8 cent tax mean to you? Well, for example, on a $10 lunch purchase in Mission, it would add 4 cents on your total bill. On a $100 purchase, you would be adding 38 cents, just a few pennies more than you are currently paying. And remember, everyone shopping in Mission will pay the sales tax, with an estimated 40% of the revenues coming from non-Mission residents. Any conversation about renewing the sales tax should start with a look at the work that's been accomplished since the first dedicated street sales tax was approved. Over the past 10 years, the city has touched nearly every street in Mission with some type of maintenance treatment. And this work has already made a real difference in areas that you see every day. Funds generated by the existing street sales tax have also been used to leverage an additional $7.4 million in county, state, and federal funds for street rehabilitation projects on our major thoroughfares, including Knoll Avenue, Johnson Drive, Martway Street, Fox Ridge Drive, Broadmoor Street, and Lamar Avenue. But our investment in infrastructure is ongoing, and so we look to make good decisions for the next 10 years and beyond. In order to build the best plan for the future and to be sure we are investing your resources in the smartest way possible, we've gathered critical data to help us move forward. We've taken core samples of each street to measure the depth and condition of asphalt. We also completed a full survey of our road network with specialized trucks and laser scanners to determine the pavement condition index, or PCI rating, of each street section. This information helps us know which treatment method will work best for each street section. It's now time to move from data collection to action. We have mapped the information collected to create a 10-year street asset management plan focused on improving streets throughout the community, especially our neighborhood streets. Using the funds generated each year, we will rebuild the worst streets first and continually evaluate the plan in order to make a real difference on the streets our residents and visitors travel every day. Maintaining our road network is a big job, but we're better positioned to address these needs than ever before. If the sales tax is renewed, Mission has a plan to maximize how street maintenance dollars are spent over the next 10 years. It includes an extensive patching and crack sealing program and plans to reconstruct neighborhood streets, including upgraded curbs, gutters, and stormwater. In addition, sales tax revenues will continue to be combined with property tax revenues and gas tax revenues to leverage outside funding to complete projects on major thoroughfares like Johnson Drive, Fox Ridge Drive, Rowe Avenue, and Knoll Avenue. So, what happens if the sales tax doesn't pass? City services are generally funded by either property taxes, sales taxes, or user fees. If the sales tax isn't renewed, the city will have to consider alternative ways to fund the essential street maintenance projects the sales tax currently pays for. The current street sales tax will expire in March 2022, no matter the result of the election this September. City leaders are dedicated to maintaining Mission streets, and recent survey results tell us it's a top priority for residents too. We've made real progress in the last 10 years, and if the sales tax is renewed, that progress can continue, uninterrupted, with an emphasis on our neighborhood streets. So please encourage your friends and neighbors to learn more about the special mail ballot election and Mission's plans for paving the way forward. Your ballot should arrive in early September. If you're not already registered to vote, you may do so by August 31st by contacting the Johnson County Election Office at www.jocoelection.org/registration. To ensure your vote is counted, your ballot must be returned by noon on September 21st, either through the mail or to the ballot drop box located at the Northeast Johnson County offices at 6000 Lamar Avenue. For more information, please visit the city's website at missionks.org/pavingtheway.